Hey, how are you, brother?
Yeah. So yeah, man. I mean, we got people right now. This is April, and they're feeling the effects of people getting distracted. And I remember when I was stuck at Silver Manager. I'm sorry, I was stuck at Platinum Manager, and my volume flew all the way back like 8 months later. It's like, man, what am I running for? It's like I'm not getting any progress. I'm not getting any type of momentum, and it was hurting, man. It was tough. 15,000 points. I had almost hit director back in March 2011, and then a year later, I'm still stuck. Still stuck. Not at Platinum Manager, but only this time, I'm demoted back down to Silver Manager volume. A year later. You remember those days and I would call you crying about that?
You know what I do? I remember all of that, and it's interesting because I always continue to say it's about moving forward. Everything's about moving forward. It's about always re-engaging, and you just never know who you're going to run into, who you're going to talk to, and that's ultimately, Tyrone. The whole thing is the businesses take the products and talk to people. That's basics of the business, and then use tools that you guys use, but it's happened to everybody in this industry, in our company. It's just the way it is. So it's the strong survive, the strong continue to prosper, continue to move forward, charge forward, and so it happens at different levels. You're talking about getting a Platinum Manager, going for stabilizing there and being plateaued there, and you went backwards down to Silver Manager. And one thing I kept saying is, Tyrone, what's your why? You got to go revisit your why and revisit why you started in the first place. See, that's something I think people just don't do as much as they should, regardless of what level they go to. And you revisited that, and you kept pushing forward. And the greatest thing about it is you push forward, and then you've gone past Platinum Manager. And the great thing is this: you're talking March of 2012. This is April of 2014.
Well, that was 11. It was March 2011 that I had almost hit director, and it took me a year and a half to get director again. So it was 2011 to 2000, or no, actually probably a little bit before that.
Okay, so the bottom line is this. Here's the bottom line. You could have stopped doing what you were doing and, been down about it and not grown at all. Now let's talk about the level there. Silver Manager pays you $600, $700, $800 a month in income. Platinum Manager is paying you at least $1,500 a month in income. Can I ask you this question? So it was a year or 2 years later. Here we are today, or whatever the time was. What did you earn last month?
$17,000.
Okay, and the month prior, so you've almost made $40,000 in the last 60 days. Life-changing experience. So you got to realize something, Ty. Most people don't make $40,000 a year. There's people graduating college, and can't make $30,000 in a year. So I know you didn't. I don't think you went to college, but you got your PhD here and doing what we're doing every day, helping people, talking to people, sharing the stories, pitching the deal. So every single day you got to do the same thing, and you got to. Here's the whole thing, Ty. This is what's made me successful. I've dug down deep, every single day to build my business and do what I'm doing, to earn the kind of money I'm earning, and have the freedom that I've got. And you've done the same thing. See, that's what has to happen every single day. And I know you want to talk about closing the month, so I'll let you go ahead and kick that off, and then we'll go right into some dialogue.
No, that's just everything that you taught me about. All those months I closed and didn't hit a new rank, and I was nowhere close to hitting the rank that I could have hit 8 months ago with director. And you were telling me, just go for gold manager, just go for platinum, or just go for, and it was all, you always wanted me to know my number, where my volume was at. You should stress the importance of that, and it was tough, man. But look at us now, and I just reflected back on that. Because there's no way I have the level of success that I have right now, if it wasn't for you helping me and encouraging me along the way, even when times was tough, because you've seen the passion that I had and how laser focused I was on every call. I didn't miss nothing. And I thank you. But any tips that you have for closing out the month? Like, how do you close out that month?
Well, it's different for different people, you know. And first of all, thank you for what you've done. Thank you for how many people you've helped and led and encouraged, and that's really what it's about. And see, I've always seen one thing I've always told you from the time you weren't even a manager. You know, I believe it took you 5 months to make manager time. The fact is, you know what? I believed in you from day one. But what did I always tell you? I said, you inspired me. You're inspiring. You're inspiring when you're making $300 a month, let alone $20,000. You know what I'm saying? So you continued the process. You led the way, and that's what's so powerful about this. You've been able to help, you know, other people, you know, reach 10,000 plus a month in income and create freedom and lifestyle and create, you know, retirement way early. So. But let's just talk about the end of the month and how we close it out, and we'll talk about that. And it's different for everybody. So here's what the message I want to give people is this, is that, number one, have your mindset on right, okay? Know what you're going to be doing on a daily basis. The night prior, you know, the night before, the next morning, I think it's important that you write down what you're going to do, who you're going to talk to, what calls you're going to be on, you know, what new people you're talking to. So as an early person that's a manager, regardless of how long it takes them, or a silver manager or gold manager, whatever, you know, the greatest thing is you always want to better your best month, okay, or you better your last month. Just improve on that, and if you do that, you'll constantly climb. And so, you know, as a person that's at that level, you know, I always tell people, my managers, people going for it, so this is for you guys, you know what? You know, who are you talking to right now? Who do you send information to? Who are you speaking to, you know, that's showing interest? Get on the phone with your upline, okay, and have them share the story or have them paint the picture. You know, get them on a conference call. Have them look at some videos, whatever you do, you know. So chase that business, because the whole key, you know, is getting them signed up and getting them started. Now, for people to have people sponsored, regardless of what level they're at, I also ask them, same managers or same silver manager or whoever it may be, I say, who have you sponsored or who's in your business right now that's wanted to build the business? And that's what you got to do. You got to chase that stuff. You're constantly sponsoring new people, and then you're chasing the people that are getting involved that want to start building. And make sure you take them to the levels, the goals that you know you begin with. So if they haven't gotten their 360, make sure they understand it. Get them to the 360. And then the next step, if they're within their first 30 days, you know, and for the fast start bonus, for the $100 bonus, you know, and they get the commissions on top of that, you know, get them to their fast start. Know where they're at, how many days they got left in that, you know, and I don't care if they signed up 3 days ago. Get that fast start bonus right away, because that's about what? It's about the story. You know,
I mean, right now is Dash for Cash right now for the new people.
That's right. Anybody that signed up last month in March and this month, Dash for Cash. So what they got to do is get, you know, is get four at the UTP, and basically they earn $700 commissions by sponsoring four at that level. So go for that, because what else is that about? It's about the story, see? And that's how I chased it down and getting people to the next ranking. You know, Ty, I tell you what, I've had people that were 5, 6, and 7,000 in volume short of platinum director. They had enough momentum, and this was the last day of the month, 6 hours before the month closed, before the night closed for the month, and they hit it. I've helped people do that type of stuff, because it's about chasing business, getting other people to the next levels, regardless of what level that, whether it's fast start, whether it's getting the manager, getting the silver, or whatever it is. And that's how you break it down. You break it down as you get some people doing an extra 400 or 500, 1,000 in Ryan the rest this month, or 5,000. That's how you grow your ranking. And rankings are important, because with the rankings, you know, it's another title, it's recognition, and it's another big bonus for you, because we give bonuses every single month. So that's kind of really what, you know, that's the basics and the gist of all of it.
Yeah. In closing, you know, talk about. I mean, we traveled all over the world, Freddie. Bora Bora, Dubai, and everything. The trips to travel. But one of the things that you taught me, you said, hey, look, if you want to be able to travel, you're going to have to be willing to travel. And I didn't quite understand what you meant by that, but you stressed the urgency back when it was the manager and above event. You said, hey, you got to help your team hit manager. And I know you're qualified to come to Nashville, but it's about getting your team to Nashville and helping them hit manager. And we help a lot of people hit manager. And when we in Nashville back in 2011, that event was so big. I got money on stage, cash on stage, and our team seen it, and they were so excited, and everybody was pumped and ecstatic. And that began to grow my business. And you said, Ty, if you want to be able to travel, you got to be willing to travel and get to these events and get around the president and get your team around the president and get your team around the people. Is what you taught me and what you told me. And we did that. And the business has grown very, very big. And now the business is coming to my hometown here in Dallas, Texas at the Gaylord Texan, May 16th and 17th. We have broken a record, Freddie, with the most pre-registration on a manager and above event. More people than we've ever had at any other event. We've got more people pre-registered than any other event that we've had where it wasn't exclusive and everybody could come. That's amazing to me. How monumental will this event be, and how important is it for everybody to get there?
Well, first thing I'm going to say to you is this, and you know as well as I, everything you said was 100% right, but, events change lives. There's people born at different events, and what's great about it is, number one, you get to rub elbows with the leaders and get a chance to talk to them, and in our company, all the leaders are very humble. You get to, see the president and rub elbows with the president of the company and the corporate staff, and you know what? You talked about going on stage, and your people seeing you on stage, picking up the $500 or $1,000 or whatever it was. There's going to be people picking up $1,500 cash on stage, and that makes you want that. See, if you're not up there doing it, it makes you want it, and it gives you the drive and the will. And I remember, sitting in rooms, early on and seeing people recognize, and I said, if they can do it, I can do it, and I wanted that. See. So events have always changed my life. Every time I've come to an event and singular, it has changed my life, because I want more. I want to be the one being recognized up there. I want to be the one speaking. I want to be the one, getting $1,000 or $1,500 in cash, and just getting a chance to develop relationships with people there. And so that's really ultimately the whole thing. And there will be people that will come out of that room. And it is awesome that we've got more people registered than any event we've ever had in the history of our company. But so it is a monumental type event, and it's a great place. Gaylord Texan's amazing. Was there with you, so many months back. But there'll be people that will be at that event that nobody really even knows that will come out of there and blow this company up and change their life literally within the next 12 months. You'll see that happen, and some of them are going to be brand new managers, and and 12 months later at that same event, those managers making $500-600 a month will be making over $10,000 a month. That happens all the time. See, but because of that event and that they got there, but it's an investment in yourself, in your business. So I always say to people, my team, I said, look, the deal is this. If you're going to be serious about building this business and be serious about building the business, you need to be at the event. You need to see what this is like and grab onto it and make a run for it. So ultimately, a lot of that will happen. But time, man, it's going to be an awesome event, and I'm excited about being there more than I've been at any event because I love the Gaylord, and I love what's happening with our company at this moment.
Freddie, thanks for your time. I appreciate it. I just had to call you. I know we're at the end of the month. There's just so many monumental things that's about to happen. Mm-hmm. With the closing of this month out here in April, an outstanding month, And then on top of that, in a couple weeks, we'll all be here in Dallas, ready to literally explode. This summer for this company is going to be insane. It's going to be insanely ridiculous.
I have one more thing to say, and I always say this to people. We got this event coming up. Now, some people are going to go to the event with momentum, so they're going to be really fired up. They can't wait to get there. Other people are going to go to the event going to get fired up. See, there's a big difference in that dialogue. So my point to you is this. Go into the event on fire. Work in your business today on the 24th of April, every single day from now till then. So basically, we're looking at the next 3 weeks. Go to the event totally on fire with momentum, and you have things to share and talk about, and your attitude will be totally up to altitude. Don't go to the event flat, looking to get fired up there. So I think that is really important.
Wow. You've always taught me the greatest, Freddie. Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Hey, man, I love you. I appreciate you.
Hey, have a great time in Austin and blow it up. I know you're going to rock the house, man.
All right, brother, I will.
You got it.
I'm definitely going to rock it. See ya.
Thanks so much.